From the combined newsrooms in Eugene, Roseburg, and Coos, KVAL News at 5 starts now.
We want to make sure that our students are safe on campus, that they have the support that they need, that the university is going to be responsive, and that we're there to advocate for our students.
The pro-Palestine encampment continues at the University of Oregon days after being condemned by Oregon Hillel. The interim director of Hillel sent a message to the organization's community this week criticizing the protests at UO and Oregon State University. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brandon Kamerman. Kendall Bartley is off tonight. Both of those protests are urging their schools to divest from Israel. Reporter Tiffany Lewis provides an update on the encampment and Oregon Hillel's opposition.
Following the establishment of the Students for Palestine encampment on Monday, Oregon Hillel Interim Director Andy Gittleson sent an email to the Hillel community affirming the right to protest, but also wrote, "No student should feel as though they must hide their full identity to experience our campus environment, nor should their basic safety ever be jeopardized."
There are Jewish students that are involved in the encampment that for them, voicing their opinion and using of the phrases from the river to the sea or Intifada, for them, don't have a personal meaning, don't affect them in the same way that the vast majority of Jewish students on campus who do identify with Israel as some part of their Jewish identity. Some very deeply, they're Israelis on campus, and others, Israel is just a part of who they are and part of how they connect to their Jewish community.
One of the camp's supporters is the student group Jewish Voice for Peace.
Our camp has always been a peaceful space that's been inclusive to everyone. And we don't have a specific response to their email, but our stance is very much that we are not here to threaten individuals.
One educational pamphlet given out at the camp reads, "Operation Al-Aqsa Flood was an act of decolonization," essentially justifying Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel.
There are subtle free speech words and phrases that are known to not be okay within certain communities and certain identity communities, and I think broadly, not entirely, but broadly, the Jewish community doesn't feel the same as being applied. That Jews are saying this is anti-Semitic, and people are arguing with us that it's not.
One of the camp's media liaisons says outside community members have placed pamphlets at the encampment that do not reflect the official positions of the encampment, and students are vetting them for inflammatory language.
We are trying to separate things that we've made from things that people have come and dropped by because, again, we're trying to vet them. And the goal of this table is to give people an opportunity to learn about how other people are thinking.
That pamphlet has since been removed from the camp's media tent. UO administrators hand-delivered notices to students on Wednesday, stating that the encampment is in violation of multiple policies. But University President Carl Scholes says there are no current plans to remove students from the encampment. During a University Senate meeting that same day, Scholes said the administration will not entertain a divestment process. In Eugene, I'm Tiffany Lewis reporting.
The camp's leaders met with the administration today. The camp's now grown to over 100 tents, and the situation does remain calm as those negotiations continue. We'll provide updates as this story develops.